My name is Cassie. Welcome to my channel. And if it's not apparent, we're doing a book haul. I figure since I did not read anything in the second week of August, so there's not going to be a video for that. I might as well fill it in with this and get this done now. Now, I have not stayed true to the point system or anything since April. So yeah, it's not horrible. I don't think. I want to say that this is like an accumulation of like this was a trip, this was one trip, and I think like these two might have been a trip, and then some of these are pre-orders. So I think like the worst of it was actually yesterday, when I went to Barnes and Nobles. This is, I think, the worst one here. So yeah. But anyway, let's just kind of get into this. I'm not gonna go too deep into the books or the synopsises or anything like that. Essentially, just gonna show you the book that I got. Pretty much, that's what I'm gonna do. So yeah. So for National Book Lovers Day, went to Folly Beach, but I also went to the archives in Charleston, and I got A Vow of Vengeance, or A Vow in Vengeance by Jacqueline Rodriguez. So I mean, come on, look at that. Look at those sprayed edges. It's so pretty. I couldn't resist that. And then, you know, I don't have a lot of authors in the horror, thriller, mystery that it's just an auto buy for me. But Darcy Coates is definitely one, and then Riley Sager is the other. And so this is The Unknown by Riley Sager, which is his newest release. So I'm very excited to eventually, hopefully, get to this. It is on my spinner wheel, but we'll see how that goes. Then I have Carl's Doomsday Scenario by Matt Dinniman, which is the second book in the Dungeon Crawler Carl series. I have read the first 7 books in the series. It is a 5-star, 6-star series. If you have not started this, highly recommend the series. I do need to read book 8 soon, but right now it's just kind of on the whim of the mood. So yeah, and I want them in paperback. I don't want them in the hardback versions. So yeah, I'm waiting for them to come out in paperback. So that's why I only have the first 2 right now. But I digress. All right, so I'm gonna put the box over there because that's gonna be a fun opening experience. Next, because I loved the Dungeon Crawler Carl series so much, I thought that I would also try another one. And I think this one may or may not have come out before Dungeon Crawler Carl. And it seems to be a very, very long series. But I'm not sure. So anyway, this is He Who Fights with Monsters by Travis DeVarel, writing as Shirtaloon. Because I liked Dungeon Crawler so much, I wanted to give this a try. And online, it is like on Kindle Unlimited. I've seen, I think, like almost a dozen books maybe in this series, and I mean, this is chunky. So I want to give it a try, give it a chance, and so here it is. And then of course, I couldn't not get Sunrise on the Reaping by Suzanne Collins. I mean, Hunger Games. I mean, that I was around when that first came out. So, you know, yeah, I've never seen this. I've never seen any of the movies. Funnily enough, I've never seen any of the movies, but I have read the original trilogy, and I did enjoy it. I have not read The Ballad of Songbird and Snakes yet. hopefully I will get to that soon, along with this one. But yes, very excited to have that in my collection. Alright, so I guess I'm going to go ahead and do the loose books first, since we're on that path. So let me put this over here. This is a package book. Don't fall! Please don't fall. Okay, I think it'll be okay. So put these here. Alright, so what did I get at Barnes & Nobles yesterday? Because of course I did. Because of course I did. You know how they get you at the register and like, oh, we'll take you, 50% off your most expensive book if you get one of their monthly picks. Well, I got one of the monthly picks. So, A Fate Worse Than Drowning by Sarah L. Hawthorne. I don't think I've never read anything by her before, but the premise is kind of interesting. I'm just going to read this little thing. One deal with the devil makes a fool to a villain, ... So, I mean, that was kind of interesting. So I got it. It's there. And of course, I got The Sea Spinner by Julie Johnson. Did you know that they're having a 50% off the hardbacks? This is not one of the hardbacks that is on sale. Let me just be clear there. But I wanted this in hardback because this is my favorite kind of hardback. It's my favorite kind of hardback. So I wanted it before it, started coming out in paperback, and you couldn't really find the hardback very much anymore. So, yes. And then I got a duology that I really want to read. And that is Nightshade by Autumn Woods and Daybreak by Autumn Woods. 1, book 2. I've heard really great things about this duology. I don't think it's a fantasy. I think it might be kind of more of a secret society, skull and bone, college, dark academia type situation. So I'm really excited to try this out. This is also on my wheel at the moment, so fingers crossed. But I got that duology, so I'm very happy with that. And of course, I didn't get this book in the Allurial box, but I've heard a lot of people talking about it since it came out. It's Steelborn by Taylor J. LaRue, I think. And such shiny, glittery, sprayed edges. Love it. Never run, never bow, never die is what this is. Now, this was, I don't think that this one has a lot of spice in it. I'm pretty sure it was like a green pepper type situation when I was looking at the L'Oreal book box when I was looking at the 3 books. So this is not on my spinner wheel, but it might be soon. We'll see how that goes. And then I've already read this one and I liked it. That's Anathema by Carrie Lake. And it is the paperback edition, which is what I've been waiting for. So I am excited to finally own this. I think the cover is gorgeous. And now I just need the second one. And then, of course, the trilogy, the 3rd book in the trilogy is coming out soon. So, very excited. Now, this one was part of the 50% off hardbacks. And so I decided to just go ahead and get Broken Dove by Danny Francis. I wasn't sure if I really wanted to have this one. It's not that I didn't like Silver Elite. I wasn't sure. But 50% off, I figured I was going to go ahead and grab it. Why not? So now we get to get into the boxes, and that's going to be fun. I brought a knife. I don't know how helpful it is going to be with some of these boxes, but we're going to try. So, honestly, some of these, I don't know what's in them. This one, I know what's in it. I know it's in this one. But some of these other ones, I don't really remember what it was that they were. But this one is Who Hears the Waters Call by Sophia St. Germain. Just really love that cover. I just think it's so pretty. So, got that one. And we just throw that on the floor for now, yes. That's a mistake for me. That is such a huge mistake for me. But no take backs. No take backs. Alright. Oh, that one actually had like that little plastic thing. A lot of the time recently they don't have it anymore. And so trying to open these is just not a fun time. Again, on the floor. I'm gonna regret that so much later. All of it. All of it. Alright, so Dance of Burning Blades by M.H. Ayanid. I don't know if I'm saying that correctly or not, but I love the cover of the first one. I love the cover of this one. Pretty blue sprayed edges. I love the premise behind the first one. I have not read the first one, but I really want to read the first one. So now I have the second one, and it has the pretty sprayed edges, which just makes me happy. And they're so different in the colors. Like the first one is like the orange yellow type theme, I feel like, and then this one is like a blue purple. I'm really loving that. And it's supposed to be a trilogy, so I'm kind of wondering if maybe the third one's going to have something to do with greens. Maybe, right? Maybe. Alright, so there's that one. Next. This one I do need the knife for. So. Let us not cut ourselves. It would be bad if we did. Wow. What's going on with you, sir? There we go. Everybody, you know, I've been trained at work to cut away from myself. Yeah, no, I'd still, even after 14 years, apparently have not learned that lesson. So, ooh. The Anatomy of Magic by Alexis L. Menard. Can't wait to get to that one. And then, of course, I didn't know what was in the box. I didn't know what was in the box, so I didn't know. So, Friends, book Friends. Anybody interested in Broken Dove by Danny Francis with the pretty yellow golden sprayed edges? Let me know. Because apparently I have a duplicate. And I'm kind of wondering how much this was. I'm gonna have to look it up and see how much this was in comparison to the one that I got at Barnes & Nobles. But I know myself, and I know that I'll say I'm gonna return something, and then I'll just keep forgetting about it, and it'll never happen. So friends, book friends who live near me, if you want it, let me know. Alright. Love that for me. I think I'm going to do the Allurial one last. Can we do that one last? I'm going to do that one last. Alright. So, another pre-order. Yeah, okay. Ooh. Alright. A Forsaken Prophecy, Book 2 from the Forbidden something. Oh gosh, but anyway, Stacey McEwen. And we got the pretty sprayed edges. What? I think it's actually, I don't even know why I'm thinking I know what it is, but surely it's in here somewhere. A Forbidden Alchemy. That's what it is. A Forbidden Alchemy is the first one. This is the second one. And they're both so pretty. Because that's what's important, guys. It's so pretty. Alright. Here we go. Ooh. All right. Prince of Swords by Elise Kova. If you haven't read her series, The Heir Awakens, you should totally read that series. Love that series. I have not read Arcana Academy, which is the first book to this. Again, I really, really want to. But, you know, I have to wait for the mood to strike, otherwise I might just ruin the whole experience. So, very excited about this. Book 2. I'm pretty sure it's gonna be a trilogy. At least I think it's gonna be a trilogy. But yeah, I'm not quite sure. Don't hold me to that. Alright. So our Allurial box. My 1 book box subscription. Alright. They are both wrapped in some fun things. Ooh, is that a bookmark? I like that. Gimme. I had a bookmark for one of the books. So that's nice. I like that. Floor. It's gonna come back and bite me later, but we're doing it anyway. This paper's very interesting and like what it's like you're not even apparently using it properly. You're supposed to like, I don't know. But anyway. It's like the way that they're using it is just paper. It's just paper. They're not even utilizing the actual. Leave it alone. That's it. Leave it alone. Leave it alone. Okay. So the 2 books that I picked out, which out of 3 books that were available for August, I got The Dark in Her Veins by M.K. Lobb. And so this is where the bookmark, I think, is coming from. Is this guy. Pretty, pretty, pretty. I'd known even then that holy things were not for girls like me. So I think this has something to do with people, I guess depending on a certain sin, something you like get infection or something over time and it can kill you depending on how many sins. And so the rich stay pure, I guess, and then they will pay the poor people to do their dirty deeds, their sins, essentially. So was very interested in that. And then A Bargain So Bloody by Felicia Drake. I don't know how I feel about the cover, for being honest, but it is what it is. As long as you're here with me, Dove, you're mine, and I protect what's mine ruthlessly. So this one doesn't have, like, it has some cool inside pages, but, you know, there's no, like, fun dust jacket situation or even hardcover situation, unfortunately. Sometimes there is, sometimes there not. It's like hit and miss. Let me look at this one real quick and see. Yeah, nothing special on the cover or the dust jacket, but the end page is very cool. And then, yeah, it's the same on the back. Alright, so these were my Allurial picks for the month of August. I did skip last month, and I'm not going to know what the books are for September until maybe a few days before September, maybe the end of August. I'm not really sure. But I am so far enjoying the books that I have gotten from the Allurial book box. So, love that. But anyway, that is the book haul. um, I need to get back on track with the whole like not buying so many books type situation again. But they have just been making me happy. So that's what I've needed in my life is some happiness and books and buying books and having books. They do make me happy. So yeah, I definitely went a little sideways since April with the whole book situation. But we will hopefully get back on the train of not just going and buying all of the books. Again, any of my friends interested in that Broken Dove book by Danny Francis, let me know. Because now apparently I have a duplicate because I apparently don't know what I buy anymore. Go me. Love it. Love it! Anyway, if you like this video, like it. If you want to see more about me, subscribe. But until next time.